Okay, thanks for coming back. This is second
Third.
segment, second
Second.
second episode of Ask a Woman, featuring our friend Nicole, who we convinced to come back, and she actually agreed. So let us all be thankful for that.
No, we didn't. We had a gunpoint.
Okay.
We have a what? We have what?
We held her at gunpoint. Come back. Come back now.
Okay. That mess wasn't funny.
Yes, it
Okay.
was.
The one thing that we didn't do though is we didn't give people an opportunity to get to know Nicole. And before we even get into that, I am Michael Thomas. This is the Dating While Adulting podcast. That is Reggie. Say hi, Reggie.
Hi, Reggie.
Yep. And say hi, Nicole.
Hello.
And so yeah, we kind of like talked and then got into a topic which was a good topic about taking care of old people. um, and so now we're back, and so I guess we're going to start off
Wow.
asking some questions to get to know Nicole. In this Ask a Woman segment, we're going to ask a woman. Okay, so first thing, and I know some of these answers because me and Nicole are friends, obviously, but still for people out there listening who don't know, they'll
Or
find
me.
out now.
Because I don't
So-
know.
So
Mhm.
first and foremost, you are single, right?
Single, not single. I am single.
Okay. And the next thing is single meaning that you are actively dating or open to a relationship.
Both.
Okay. And is this one of those like you're open to dating with a purpose, as people say nowadays? Are you looking? That's a thing. Everybody says dating with a purpose, which
Oh my God.
I would think that everything
Was dating with a purpose? What the
have a
fuck?
purpose, but I guess you say that if the purpose is marriage. If you're not looking to be married,
Right.
then it's like a purpose
I'm
that
just
doesn't matter.
dating.
Yeah.
Correct.
But actually, that goes back to my original one of our podcasts about when we discussed what dating was versus what I was doing. Because I didn't say dating until I was trying to, okay, we trying to hook up and get married versus just trying to fuck you.
How did you say I'm just trying to fuck you?
Pretty much like that.
No, Reggie.
Why not? It got me through it.
Hold. Were you talking about that's what you say to a woman, or you say in your
Yeah.
mind like,
Oh.
yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking
Oh,
about
to
the thought
himself.
process in his head.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he doesn't actually walk up.
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I don't say that to the woman. No.
I was like, how did that work?
Yeah. So, so you are you dating with a purpose, or are you looking for friends with benefits? You looking to kick it? What are we doing?
I'm definitely dating with a purpose.
Okay, so you want to be married?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Because I want daily companionship in the household.
You want a best friend? That's a side note.
Side note.
I'm joking because that is like a really like sore subject with Nicole. It's like the whole idea of someone wanting to find their best friend
It makes
through a
me
spouse.
so sick when people say, I want my spouse to be my best friend.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, we need to get there as deep as the mind of someone knows.
Okay. And my next question is, how are you meeting dudes?
Online, online,
Why is that unfortunate?
because it hasn't been good, and it's been far too many dates to have not at least met one guy that I can say, you know what, he was cool. We just didn't have a connection. We just didn't we didn't have it. It's just one a-hole or dickhead or jackass or alien or idiot after another. And I let me, I don't want to sound
No.
harsh,
Oh, no.
because
It's
when I go out
your
on a
boss,
date-
baby.
when I go out on a date with a guy, I try to, especially if I can tell he's nervous, I try to put him at ease. And I'll compliment him on something. Hey, that's a nice shirt. That's a nice watch. Those are nice pants. Those are nice shoes.
Okay, Michael has the same look I got.
Yeah.
It works.
No, look at
not about your
no.
technique. At this age, and not speaking for whatever age you are, I'm going to speak for the guys,
This
age
side of
range,
40.
the age range of the guys that you meet. Okay, this side of 40. I would imagine that they would have enough dating experience. that they wouldn't be-
Exactly.
okay.
And confidence, not to be
How do you-
goddamn nervous.
Right.
Well, I will say this when it comes to online dating, that's one thing that it has exposed. It has given a lot of guys who aren't confident, who would never walk up to a woman, it has given them the confidence to approach them in a way that's safe, and that's by
Apparently.
hitting a button saying "I like you" and hoping that they respond.
But hold up, like I said, I'm not gonna get too deep in the week. So this is about Nicole, but at the same time, it's like because I don't do the online dating because I'm married, obviously. But there's a process that's supposed to happen where you meet each other and you talking and blah blah blah. So by the time you actually get face to face, all that nervousness
Should be
you would think it'd be
gone.
gone. Okay, I
And
thought it was
you're
just me.
just anxious to actually finally meet face to face. That's me.
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
you just have an intimidating presence. It's funny. Me and
Yeah,
Nick,
you're bad. Come here, bitch. I want your money.
oh, me and Nick were having this conversation off mic, and we were talking about like the different phases. And I was telling you, Reggie, in one of the podcast episodes about how there are the different phases, and that's why you have to go through all of them: the DM process, the texting, the video chatting, and the phone conversations, and the meeting in person. Because you can meet. It could be the same person, but it can be a different personality in each step. And a lot of that goes to confidence or lack thereof that they have. So a person can have all kind of like conversation, all this good stuff in this phase, but in the next step, they'll lose it. Or the next step, they'll lose it. And then when you meet them in person, they'll be like, what do I say? It's like, and like I was telling Reggie back when I was explaining it to him, it was like, I took it as, okay, as a guy, if a woman is shy and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, she's not feeling me like that. Yeah.
See,
But that's not always the case, because like I
No.
told Reggie also, it's like a week later, I'm like, all right, she wasn't feeling me. I'll get the like text with the waving hand. And so it's like,
and like I said, I don't understand none of that.
yeah. And so
Because from my perspective, like, okay, I am who I am, even text whatever. So Mike was telling me this, like, but what they expect? Because like I said, they don't have the inside information that I have with Michael, but he's pretty consistent across all platforms.
well, no, not about me or about
No,
Nick. It's about
but-
the women in my case, or the men in her case. They're not consistent. They have a lot more confidence when they're DMing, but when you meet them in person, especially from a guy's perspective, not meaning to speak for you, Nick, a guy, I can see a guy being like, oh shit, she actually looks like her pictures, and it's like,
Yes,
oh my
that's
goodness,
the first
it's
thing I
like,
get. Oh my God, you look just like your pictures.
yeah, it's like, oh,
But
my,
prettier.
yeah,
Oh,
and I can
okay.
see them like fumbling over themselves because online dating provides them that confidence. Like, I never would have stepped to her in the grocery store, but I can step to her now through this platform.
But
Okay,
you-
and
that
no,
would
no,
be-
but
that's amazing, right?
yes, because like I said, I'm still trying to understand this because you got to remember my quote unquote egotistical asset of how I see myself. I don't know if that's the actual word, but fuck it.
We understand.
Okay, thank you.
We do.
I walked through the mall with junk shit on. And then, so I don't understand that. Okay, if I'm gonna be confident enough to strike out with this chick, I think she's cute, whether I'm wearing rags or not. The dating platform behind the keyboard ain't gonna be more confident, and then I see you. So, like I said, I'm not disputing what you guys are saying because it's probably true. I just don't understand it because that's not my perspective.
Well, it's definitely true, and the thing about it is, you need to step out of yourself, because it's like,
I'm trying to. That's why I got you too.
but forget online dating, because a lot of people put it on online dating. You know, guys who aren't confident in
No, I
themselves.
don't. Not my circle. No, I don't.
Not in your circle. You've met someone at work.
He said outside, Reggie.
At work, somebody that you've had a conversation with
In passing.
just to say, I've never met I've never met a guy that lacked confidence. It's like, where are you going?
Reggie.
Here's me.
I'm thinking because it's been a while. Because most of the guys, I can think of one, two of the guys I hang around that has that.
So
I'm serious. I met one or two guys who are not sharpshooters.
no. Let me make sure I'm understanding this. And I'm sorry, we're gonna get back to the questions for Nick in a minute. You mean to tell me in your life of 51 years, you thought everybody had confidence like you did?
Not like me. Actually, I thought I was average confidence. Some of the guys I knew.
Average means that there are people beneath you then, or below you in terms of confidence.
I don't hang around those guys, so I don't know.
We're not talking about guys you hang out
Reggie.
with. I'm talking about a guy that you've met in any type of situation.
She won't get that out of his head.
The fact that you can't wrap your mind around the concept of someone who's shy.
I can't.
Anyway, man,
I can't. Sorry.
I'm not even entertaining this bullshit. Let's move on. Because that's the craziest shit I ever heard. Okay, so going back to the questions, so online hasn't been as fruitful for you as you would like. So my question is, how were things for you before you went online? Because, and the reason I ask that question is because women have all these negative things to say about online, but something pushed them to getting online. So
Right.
how were things before you got online?
Actually, that's a good question. Yeah.
I was in a long-term relationship. So, and so I guess when prior to that, or in the breakups of that, or breakup of that long-term relationship, I would have met a guy out, and by out meaning lounge, bar, club. I would prefer something like the grocery store, but that's never been the case for me.
Can you pick up that mustard for me, baby?
I mean, I've made eye contact and said hello with a complete stranger who didn't have a ring on. But
He made eye contact.
I'm not gonna say, huh?
He like, and he did nothing.
No, like he looked at me,
like a pork chop,
and then I returned the favor and smiled and said hello. If I thought he was attractive,
and he didn't step.
And right, because I understand that it takes a lot for a man to approach a random woman. So
not when you get those kind of signals. And see, this is probably why.
This
is probably why I'm having a hard time understanding what you two are saying. Because if you're shy, that means that you're not gonna have the confidence to do stupid shit like I do. Like, well, shit, I think she's cute, so fuck it if I get shot down. Versus if you got the fucking green light doing this shit.
What else? I'm not gonna ask you for your phone. I'm not gonna ask you out, but I'm gonna let you know that hi, I'm talking.
I'm talking. I actually am saying don't fuck street.
I've met guys who have never asked a woman out before, who've never stepped to a woman and said, hey, and started a conversation.
Me too, but it's opposite.
You just fucking said 5 minutes ago that you
no, you forgot the part. It's opposite. They actually came to him.
Oh, okay.
Woman came to him. Like I said, so it's opposite.
It's a conversation about confidence and the lack thereof. That's the point. But you're saying that this dude was so fine that women just approached him, but he still had confidence.
Or no,
he just didn't need to approach a woman.
He didn't need to approach him.
Why am I talking to him? Okay. Okay. So my next question is, as far as how you see dating, how would you describe your level of faith in dating?
The only reason why I have faith in dating is because there's no other way to meet my potential mate partner.
But where's your confidence level in terms of, do you feel like you'll meet that guy still? Are you just like hopeful but not confident?
No, I feel like this is what I actually think is going to happen. Whatever avenue I'm using, like for right now, is online. I'm actually not going to meet him that way.
Why not? I would think that,
I'm going to end up meeting him some other kind of random way. It's just not going to be that way.
God's going to send you a man.
And the reason, okay.
Particularly COVID.
The man.
COVID, no, UPS man. UPS man go knock on the door.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I have friends that say that, so I will just respectfully say that I don't believe that.
Okay. I would say this. Most of this back in the day, before we had online, people used to get hooked up through the friend network.
Yeah.
So right.
Okay, I give you that.
But I can't have any faith, because if I've gone out on 20 dates, and I cannot say out of all 20 men, there's not one guy that I thought was cool. That
we'll go back to that. What's cool?
What's cool?
Because like I said, you distinguish between, I just want someone who's cool. Fuck the chemistry part.
We haven't even
It's
gotten
too-
to that. We haven't even gotten to chemistry. Just someone who I can actually have a conversation with. Like even just like, let's imagine just sitting at the bar talking to a complete stranger. Just
Oh,
even
which
that.
I used to do a lot.
Right. Me too. And I'm like, to not be able to meet at least that guy that I can have a conversation with. It's either someone that's overly nervous, or that is talking about themselves to no end, or talking about their ex-wife or their ex-girlfriend
So,
on the first date.
so my
First date.
my next question was going to be
The
like,
hell?
what are your biggest issues? What
I don't-
have been
yes,
your,
talk
but I guess
about
these are
your-
those.
Talk about-
She pretty much listened to that.
Right, talk about your ex-girlfriend, but not on the first date. That's not
Hold up.
applicable. I
Hold
don't
up.
know about that yet.
Hold up, Nick. I have a question with that because if it's the wife, I can get because you start to do life building and shit like that, right? As girlfriend, I don't want to hear about your exes unless, of course.
I asked a question and you're
Okay, and that's about to say if you
But that
ask the
don't be it.
question.
That don't be it.
Okay.
That don't be it.
Man, hold up. For Joseph,
Who's Joseph?
he's a good friend of mine. Man, listen.
Okay.
Um,
So when you're talking about your biggest issues when it comes to dating, and just guys in general, that's what it is. Just like,
cool is just the first step.
okay.
Not even, as I said, getting to chemistry, connection, any of that is just the first step. Can't even get there. It's just like, I feel like I'm either on a date with like a 18-year-old, someone who just started dating, and his leg is tapping, or it's moving, or he's tapping the table,
Hold
or
up, you got to be
playing with the
bullshitting me,
straw
right?
in the glass,
So
or
cute.
he
We're talking about 40 plus guys.
Yes, that's the issue. Like I said, on this side of 40, if I was dating, let's just say 25 and up, up to 35, let's just say that age bracket, I wouldn't even have this conversation because it's immaturity. It's lack of experience. It is what it is.
Can I just say for the record, I have had conversations with way too many women who have said they have come to first dates with men and the men were drunk. And and when they pointed it out to the guys were like, well, I was nervous and I just needed to like something to calm down. And one became 5. Interesting.
If
Man,
you listen,
was the
I take first dates very serious. I make sure that I'm on time. I make sure that I'm appropriately dressed. I don't wear flip-flops.
Really?
I try not to wear jeans. Like I take it like an interview. I take it very serious because I am on this side of 40, and I feel like that's what you should be doing if you're trying to meet a potential mate.
Shut up, Mike. I see the look on your face.
Why is it that I have grown men? I'm gonna try my best not to cuss because
Grown ass man. She wanted to say grown ass man.
who come on a first date in a sweatsuit.
Because they're not grown ass men.
Sweatsuit.
You know, the sweatsuits will come back in style.
Listen, if it's that type of sweatsuit, I'm good. I'm good. But it's like the gray sweatsuit.
Oh, gray sweatpants?
Yes, which I like too. I like
on
that
the first date.
I like that too, but not on the first date. It's
On
like
the first date.
I don't want to hear about.
They're taking this whole take me as I am bullshit to the stream, ain't they?
Yes.
Hey, Reggie, you're the one that said don't do something that you're not gonna continue.
I
mean, that on the first goddamn date. Let's not be stupid
on
now.
The first date, we can go to Ruth Chris. I don't expect for us to go to Ruth Chris on the second date. Not that I expect for us to go to Chris on the first date. Hold on, wait. I don't.
You've been listening to the podcast. She's been looking. Check her. She's been listening to the podcast. Ruth Chris.
That's a spot.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I forgot about that. Yeah, I did listen to that. And yeah, I forgot that is your spot. So we're not Ruth Chris, we love you. Big up Ruth Chris. We'll use another example.
Nobody care about Ruth Chris.
Fuck that. Get those bitches as sponsors. We need money. I need money. Used to be a Cisco kid. Man.
I think of the first date, and the women that I know think of the first date as this is your best. I don't expect you to come in a 3-piece suit.
Unless you
and we don't have to go to one of the top steakhouses in the country.
Unless you're Reggie.
But I want to sidebar that just because we go to one of the top steakhouses in the country on the first date, I'm not expecting that on the second date. And maybe that's because, again, my mindset is this is the first date. Not that I would wear flip-flops on the second date, not that I would wear jeans on the second date, but I'm just saying the first date to me is just like Easter, goddamn, your best. That's what I want to see. I want to see your best.
Okay. And me and Reggie had a conversation about this. And we kind of disagreed on it because that's the way that you describe it is the way I see it. Reggie's like, if you're not going to keep that up, keep that same energy, as the kids say, then you shouldn't give your best.
No. That's it with clarity because we now have a woman. This is what I mean. If Ruth, because like I said, speaking from my perspective, because apparently I can't see no one else but outside of me. I will go on the first date, as Michael knows, to Ruth Chris with a 3-piece suit. But as Michael also said in one of these podcasts, I was also went to Australia in a 3-piece suit. But that's just me.
What's Australia?
We went to Australia back in the day.
But you're talking about the country.
Yeah. So that's just who I am. So coming from my perspective, yeah, I'm gonna give you my best on my first date. But my best is actually integrated to who I am versus some people will go outside of who they are to present a facade or who they want you to think their best is, but it's not really who they are.
I actually get that.
And a man, when you say some people, you mean obviously women.
No, I mean both. No. I mean both. On this one, I mean both. Okay. So I'm not gonna just, I'm not gonna do that whole thing where I say I only date women, so I don't care about men. On this one, I'm gonna sit there and say, no, both. We both do that.
It's kind of different in this regard, at least the way I look at it. A man will come in sweats, and that's representative of who he is, and that's who he'll be. The frustration that I might have from a woman is she'll come and she'll look her best, and that'll be the best that I'll ever see her ever, and it'll just be like a slow erosion.
And then see, I agree with Michael on that. That was what I'm saying there. That's my statement. Don't do something in the beginning that you're not going to continue to do.
And then what adds to that frustration is as you get to know them and stuff like that, it's like, and if you see them getting like dressed for work, for example, or getting dressed to go out with their homegirls or something like that, they get cleaned up. But when you see them, it's just like
you get the worst.
Okay, pause
sweats in the head.
When you say you see them now, we got to be more specific. Hold on. When you say you see them, you mean at the house? You mean y'all are going out on date night, or y'all just going to the movies, or y'all what? No. What do you mean when you see them?
It's like, here's an example. If I'm in a relationship and the woman that I'm dating, my woman or whatever, she says, "Hey, can I come over?" Now, if I have on like my holy sweats and whatever, I'm going to like say, "Yeah, cool. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna put on like my respectable clothes, still like loungewear and stuff like that. But I'm going to like
make an effort
to if I got to make a quick shave or something like that, I'm gonna do that.
But most men don't do that.
Right. Okay. I accept that. But if I say, "Yo, can I come through your crib?" She'll say, "Okay." And I'll go over there and she'll open the door with a head wrap. Yeah, it's like she didn't do anything but get off the couch and walk to the door.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
So that's what I'm talking about.
You'll see the head wrap.
And actually, like I said, that's what I'm talking about when I said
if we don't live together. You're not going to see the head wrap.
But that's the debate though, because he's coming in the sweats, which represent him. But I'm meeting somebody who's dressed to the nines, and I better take a picture of it because I'm not going to see it again unless she's walking out the door to meet her homegirls or going to work. So yeah.
What's interesting is that men and women do this, because I didn't really think that a woman would do that, and we're just in the dating phase. No, I'm always going to be made up and put together. Even if I'm coming over to lounge, I'm gonna, like you said, appropriate lounge wear. It's not gonna be anything with holes over. To a while back, a guy came over, and it was funny to me because we were gonna do Netflix and chill, and that was a disaster. But he puts his arm on the couch like this.
He didn't do the
I
whole.
wasn't sitting there. I wasn't sitting there yet. I wasn't
Oh,
sitting there
okay,
yet.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
he has his arm on the couch like this, and then and as I'm sitting down, going to sit down next to him, I noticed there's a hole in his shirt.
Oh, damn it, man.
But it was big, so it wasn't that he didn't notice it. But he came over, and I had, this would have been like maybe our fifth date, fourth, fifth date.
This was the arm on the couch.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So if you have your arm up, you know you got a hole in your shirt. Why would you
Big-
put your arm up on the couch?
Big hole.
So being Nick, as Nick will do, Nick put her finger in the hole and tickle tickle. He
That's
didn't
some
think
funny
that was funny.
No, that's some funny shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. I ain't gonna lie. If you want to expose yourself like that, that's some funny shit.
Come on, he didn't think it was funny. I'm sure it wasn't funny to you to see that mess either.
Like I said, that was some funny shit.
No, that's why I'm bringing it up. But attesting to the fact that men and women both get comfortable and way too soon.
Wait, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Way too soon. And that's one of the issues we were talking about with the love thing that Mike shot me down on. It's like it takes a lot for people to come into your life that's not your family, which you're forced to deal with, and build the trust and the compassion and the empathy for. They had to go through a lot of hoops. And unfortunately, because of the sex component, we give a lot of power to people that I see the look on the face. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We give a lot of power to people who we don't even know who the fuck they're dealing with. We give that damn family god status and trust and vulnerability and stuff like that to people we're fucking that they haven't even earned it. They haven't earned it.
Reggie, on a side note, turn down the TV.
Oh shit. It's the phone, man. I'm sorry. Watching doing this stuff to the playoff. That's why I have Mike on the team so he can like smack me like a little smack me like Tootsie Ho. My money, bitch.
Yeah. I guess my thing is, which would you prefer? Someone that shows up in the sweats and that's who he is, or someone who shows up dressed to the nines and you'll never see it again when it comes to presenting yourself?
Shows up in the sweats because I don't have time to waste.
And that's my point. So at least I've never had a woman that wasn't dressed when she came and met me on a date. Never, ever, ever.
As in heels, as in.
Yep. One time I dated a woman. She was actually a doctor, and that was because she was sick. She actually had a cold and was like wanted to cancel, but she thought it would be rude to cancel, so she showed up and she was like dressed.
Oh, that's cool.
Dressed down. So that was respectful. No one else. So the whole concept, if I meet a woman and she shows up in sweats and I know that that's what I'm getting, I can accept that versus somebody dressing to the nines and then showing up with the head wrap and all the other stuff when it's like, no, that's what you gave.
But like I said, that's different than what I'm saying is I need someone who's going to be versatile and understand. I'm not going to sit there and say that you have to be in your black dress New Year's Eve all the time. I don't mind the sweats, but like I said before, you give them this facade of this is who you are, and I never again ever see you again in that form. Because as I said before, I'm not sitting here wearing 3-piece suits around the house right now because I got COVID weight. But at the same time, Michael knows I would have no problem putting on a 3-piece suit going to a football game because I just think I want to look good at the football game. That's who I am. But that's cool.
And that's cool. And that's all that I'm asking for. But it's like, I don't think it's too much to ask to have someone just
be consistent.
Yeah. It's like, can I see, even like on date nights, like Nate referenced, it's like, okay, can you like look the way you looked on the first?
Oh, that's terrible. If we don't even look good on date night.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
that's terrible.
And I guess
date night usually try the accumulation. We try to get ass tonight, right?
Well,
you look good, right? I'm just saying.
And that's the whole thing because a guy's gonna want to hit regardless, so she can wear those.
And I think that's what we feel.
Those same leggings or whatever that she wore like the last 3 times I went over to her crib. It's like, especially, and then it partially depends on where we go. We might not have seen each other for a week, and it's like, yo, let's go out to dinner, and it's like, I guess it all depends on where we're going out. If I tell her we're going to a nice place and you need to dress up, she'll dress up for that. But if I'm like, we're going to Applebee's, she'll come out in those leggings, even though I hadn't seen her in a week. So
You know
it's
what? The more you know, you actually I may have to start paying you because you give me these therapeutic insights and shit like that. Because yes, I am a bully because that shit ain't flying over here. That shit ain't
My
flying over.
dad was that way, which might be why I feel the way how I feel. He didn't stand for head ties, none of that when it came to my mama. So I, in turn, am not like that either, and believe in presentation is really important.
Exactly. We going. I don't give a fuck. We go. I mean, we don't have to dress like in like we're going to an inaugural ball at Applebee's, but
Right,
you
but
ain't. You gonna look sexy. I
yes,
didn't.
yes,
I did not get with you not
yes,
to look sexy.
I
yes.
promise that I dated a woman, and Reggie knows her obviously, that I did not see her hair down. Maybe I saw it down maybe once every quarter. It's like every time I saw her, besides that one time a quarter, it was in a ponytail.
Oh,
It was like, yeah,
I did go through a ponytail phase.
Well, it's a phase, but at the same time, it goes back to because my thing is, you know, as we go through relationships like that, if I'm going to choose to commit and try to spend the rest of my life with you, I understand the ebbs and
There you
flows and
go.
people get tired and shit like that. But at the same time,
There you
I
go.
need to be able to impress you at least more than average. You know, that's
Exactly.
my role. That's my job.
Right, because we'll
I'm
get to that point where we're that
just
relaxed.
that fucking
So
comfortable. It's like, what the
come
fuck? No,
on.
dude. I want
but
to be comfortable, but I don't want to be that comfortable.
Well,
but from a female standpoint, female, I'm imagining, and you tell me if I'm wrong, if that is like if um she comes out with the ponytail and in the same leggings I saw her like 5 times in a
yeah,
row,
no, I don't do
and
that.
I'm still trying to hit at the end of the night. It's almost like that gives her encouragement that she's on the right track, despite the conversations that we might have
No, we
to the contrary.
I'm no, she doesn't care. Um, what it is that it's not
Or
just
that.
her, it's all of us collectively. That's what we're saying. He gonna want it regardless. So I don't need to put that kind of effort into it, especially if she's not that kind of woman. So I'll say this. I'm a
Hold
very
up, hold
girly
up.
girl, so I'll do the ponytail, but I have to hook up the makeup. I have to hook up everything else with it too. And I'm definitely not going to wear the same thing I just saw you in. Now that's crazy.
Yes.
I'm not going to wear the same thing I just saw you in.
I've been waiting. Me and Michael have like 800 podcasts now. I've been waiting to say this without being disparaging to women. But Michael has this saying. Oh shit! I just threw you on the bus. But anyway, here's it saying. Look at bitch. You ain't gonna sit here and you wear no leggings for 5 days in a row, thinking that this is cool. Get your shit together. Go get the heels, baby. I want to see some. I want to see some asses wiggling. I'm just saying.
Well, I've never called a woman a bitch in a derogatory way. So that's all I'll say to that. So
Reggie.
with all of that said,
I want some asses wiggling. I need some satisfaction.
Reggie, you on the couch right now.
I'm just saying, I just on his couch in the
He-
clouds.
in the
And
Fly like an eagle.
for people that aren't watching on YouTube,
Oh, my
Reggie
goodness.
is just like playing with all these like different backgrounds now, and now he has one where he's like literally in the clouds as his background. So that's something you can check out on YouTube. But 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 yeah, I've had conversations with women about their appearance before, and it has they don't usually go well.
Do you feel like it's because it's you like not like you like a certain type, but
Yeah, he don't like fat chicks.
for instance, I mean, I was going to say who I consider myself fat, but anyway, maybe more athletic women don't do as much hair and nails and makeup and dressing and because it's kind of maybe just like yoga pants all the time.
I guess
Ooh.
the thing is, and it's not to say that you can't look nice wearing yoga pants, but going back to that, yeah, right.
But not the same yoga pants every single
No,
time.
no, well, not even that. It's just a general look. It's like if I met you, like there was a woman I went on a date with. The first date she wore jeans, and we went out on a second date that same day, that later on that night, and she came out with some sweats and some old school like hot gym sweats with some Birkenstocks and some socks
Oh shit, I can dig that.
and a blue jean jacket. I was like, this is the most uncoordinated stuff I've ever seen in my life. But at least I know that I can expect this from you.
Like I said, I can get that because she's doing her own style shit. Because
Right.
she had the Birkenstocks and the blue. Yeah, I get that.
Well, no, she didn't care. But
Yes,
but,
that's
but,
all I'm thinking.
but at least I
Okay.
knew
I
that
tried.
that's what I could expect, as opposed to when I see someone I'm dating and it was like, you look like that on the first date. And it's like, okay, will she look like that now? And it's like, no, she's not. It's like, oh, wonk, wonk. So
Definitely wonk wonk.
yeah,
Wah wah wah.
yeah. So that's my whole thing. Just be who you are, and don't misrepresent yourself in the same way that Reggie said. But I believe that you can find a nice middle
ground.
ground where, like Reggie said, you wear the suit because the suit's in you, and the suit will come out at random times. But
Me
you
wearing a
know
suit
that
at a football game is stupid.
you know that you can
I
expect
would do it.
wearing a suit on a 21-hour flight is stupid. But
Well, no,
Right.
that's no, it's not because I was fine as shit, and I got a lot of extra shit on that flight because the flight attendants love my ass.
Okay.
So fuck your couch, Mike.
what that has to do with anything, I don't know. But I this is the last thing I was
Validation.
Exactly.
And before we get back on topic, what I will say is that yeah, what no flight attendants looking at him when he was sweating that suit out when it was 100 degrees when we got there.
Yeah, they were.
We had to
I saw
walk-
3 of them.
We had to walk a mile to get our luggage.
we did go across the tundra.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's my whole point. So okay, back to the questions for Ask Nicole.
Jesus Christ, this is gonna be like a 7-part series and shit.
No, because people need to get to know Nicole.
No, I'm loving it. I'm just saying because
Wow.
I'm just saying because we this is a lot deeper than the 45 minutes that we usually allow for this. So, we had to I had to get the gun back and hold it to her head to come back. Just
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Well, okay. And I guess this goes into something that we already asked. You talked earlier about the wink and the nod and stuff like that, but
Oh,
have you
God.
ever like asked a guy out? It's like even on this online platform that you're using, do you approach guys?
Fucking hopeless.
Oh gee.
No, I don't approach guys. I won't say I never will. I just don't know how to because I never have, and it's not a part of my makeup. I think I'm friendly. I don't think I'm shy. But I just feel like I'm to let a man know that I'm interested in my body language.
I'm about to say because I'm about to quiz you on this. This is scenario. Okay, the approaching guy can go to one or two ways, and for the most part, men being men, quote unquote, see a woman they're attracted to, and they have to go across the room and whatever the aisle, blah blah. A woman can be as subtle, and I guess this is a lost art that is not there anymore. A woman can be as subtle as you said, you can approach a guy by sitting there saying, hey, can you reach up there and give me that thing while you still giving him the look? And he reaches up and says, so what do you think about this coffee? And if he don't catch the clues, I'm having, like I said,
Reggie,
I'm just saying.
Reggie,
Yes.
it doesn't work.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Exactly my point.
Because the woman talked to me more than 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, you a fuck.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. She can be 90.
Hey,
Can you?
She's in love with me. Hey, okay.
Old lady, you're not my type. What you want to call it? I'm just saying. But you talking to me 1 or 2 seconds because I've been in situations where, you know, I'm being a little facetious here, but I've been in situations in real honesty where there were women that I actually was attracted to, and they give you that look. You don't have to, you don't like I said, you don't have to talk to them, and you already know
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to be bothered with you.
Okay, correct.
Point blank. Their body language like, get the fuck away from me, you
Correct.
nerd, you know? So when a woman sit there and actually be nice to you, now granted, it may be false signals, but for me, that's an opening. Hell, you
Correct. I don't have to say hello.
beginning.
I don't have to look at you. I don't know you. You're a complete stranger. I don't have to look at you. I don't have to make eye contact with you. I don't. So that's the same thing. My bad. I don't have to say hello. So if I do all of that, what do you think that means?
Hell, you say hello to me, I'm like, yeah, oh,
And
how
then
you
want to know
doing?
what they do? Y'all ready? Wait for it.
What?
They stare at me the rest of the time that we're in the same area. Just keep staring. 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 So why didn't you come over or say hello back? Maybe.
Like I said, let me do a scenario real quick. And so I'm in the gym and I'm trying to break my back because I think I'm still 25. And I see you looking me in the mirror, right? I'm like, okay, I think she likes me, but I'm not sure. Because like I said, it's curious because you can be looking
We're
at
in the gym.
right? But if all of a sudden you come over to my area and you say, hey, you using those dumbbells? I say, no, I'm not using the dumbbells. It's cool. And she goes, she gets a dumbbell and she stays right beside me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, let me keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, so what's your name? She said, my name is, or blah, 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 whatever. So what you doing? Or it is more likely what your name, because the gym is like, so what are you doing? And she's engaged, she's engaging me. I'm thinking, and maybe this is the horror in me, I'm thinking, she likes me.
No.
She likes me because of the simple fact she would have shut me down. Because she's
right. She would have shut you down.
If she wasn't interested in me, she would have taken her bum deals and went to the other side, and that said a goddamn thing to me.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Here's the thing, and you know,
listen to the woman.
No,
ask a woman.
No.
Here's the thing. I'm listening.
Here's the thing, and boy, we have like a minute and a half. Here's the thing: from being out in these streets and talking to men, and sometimes talking to women. I know women who like they're scared to even look at dudes because of like Reggie's scenario. If they look at a dude and if they're nice to a dude, he's going to think that that's an opening for them to hit on them. And they're like, I don't want to be hit on. So it's like it's hard for me to balance being nice and giving off a sign that I want to get with a dude. And I've spoken to many women who've told stories about being nice or giving the impression of being nice, and guys take that and run with it to the point where it's like they won't leave them the F alone. So
that's extreme.
Well,
no, but let me throw a jump in there, because then when the fuck do we supposed to hit on women?
Well, and that's why that was the point I was going to make when it comes to like giving a sign, saying, can you picking up a dumbbell and standing next to you in these streets, considering how mean women can be.
Exactly.
Dudes aren't going to be like, okay, that's my shot. So when I'm talking to Nick about, is she like hitting on guys, like giving a smile might be enough in her mind, but to guys considering how, again, mean these women can be in these streets. Again, going back to the podcast that I told you before, in the different ways that I've been shot down.
A woman has spoken to you, said hello, made eye contact with you, smiling, said and said the same. I said it already, and they not be interested.
Yeah. I've had women tell me that. Now, friends of mine.
What the fuck are you talking to me for?
Exactly.
I want when to go. Why the fuck are you talking to me? You wasting my time.
Just being nice. I guess my point is, to a woman talking to a man, if you're interested, it might take a little bit more than what you're describing. Now, not saying, hey, yo, can I get your number?
But Michael, these women that set that scenario for you, did you ask them, okay, then how do you let a guy know that you are interested in him?
Right. And that's the thing. They give like a similar answer to what Nicole said. And then they wonder why guys haven't done it. But it's like, speaking for myself, I have asked women out because I thought I was getting signs and been told, nah, I have a man. not interested, or whatever the whole thing is. So it's like it's not as simple as that. It's
See,
like,
I
so,
disagree with you for half a second
how would you know, Reggie? And you got 45 seconds to tell me.
because it's the fact that they may have thought they were giving you signs and then you walked over a certain way and they didn't like the way you walk and they changed their mind. Am I wrong, Nico? See, look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. It's just saying.
I
Just
will
saying.
hold his walk against him, but it could happen
I'm just saying.
because of all of my other.
That's my 45 seconds.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
I didn't say it, but
datingwhileadulting.com. Thank you, Reggie. Say bye, Reggie.
Hi, Reggie.
Oh, yeah, hit my music. Say bye, Nicole.
Bye.